So next, we would like to invite Ms. Li Minyan. She's a general manager from China Custom Inspection Corp. Canada to come up to the stage. And Ms. Li Minyan has served as executive in China Certification and Inspection Group branches in China, Europe, and North America, and dedicated to Chinese trade regulation consulting and services for more than 20 years. CCIC accredited by Customs and China National Accreditation Service for Conformity Assessment is the largest independent third-party organization in China that provides comprehensive one-step service in the fields of quality, safety, health, and environmental protection. Minyan obtained MBA from the Fudan University. As the chairman of Association of Chinese Investment Enterprises in the Netherlands, she has been awarded by Dutch government in recognition of her contribution in foreign direct investment. Her commitment in improving trade service and support in marketing continues benefiting overseas clients for their business entry and expansion in China. Ms. Li Minyan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Very pleased to be here as the keynote speakers. And I also would like to express my gratitude for the host to give me this opportunity to introduce the relevant law and the regulations in China about e-commerce business and share my experience and the solutions of cross-border e-commerce business in China. As you know, with the rapid development of a global e-commerce and the encouragement of the government, cross-border e-commerce in China has developed into a new form of import and export trade, especially due to the advantages of breaking the time and the space limitation of international transactions. E-commerce, as a product of IT and the commercial trade in the information era, has gradually been worldwide acknowledged. It plays an irreplaceable role in promoting trade and satisfying the people's daily needs of convenience. Today, cross-border e-commerce in China involves a wide range of accounts affecting near almost 600 million online shopping customers. In 2017, China's online retail sales reached 7.18 trillion renminbi yuan, almost 15% of the total retail sales of consumer goods, creating 40 million e-commerce labels nationwide. And also, as General Counsel Mrs. Tong also introduced, almost 40% of the world transactions. It is a very tremendous, huge market. For China-Canada e-commerce trade, we are very optimistic of its development and the prospects. So today, I would like to introduce about the trade regulations and laws about China. My main topic today is focused on the 4 points. First, China-Canada e-commerce and trade cooperation. The second, Chinese laws and the requirements and the regulations of e-commerce. And the third, business models of cross-border e-commerce. The third, the promotion platform of CCIC certified products and services. As you know, CCIC is China's the largest inspection and certification company. We added value and the solution providers for the customers doing business with China. You know, China has 3 seconds to Canada. First, the second largest trade partners, almost 45 billion Canadian yuan last year, almost last year in the half year, almost 13.5% increasing. And the second largest export market, almost 12 billion Canadian yuan. And just we export now, these recent years, tremendously, like lobsters, right? And also a lot of Canadian natural resources like agri-food, agriculture products. And also the second largest for the source of import. So during the past 5 and 6 years, we witnessed the cooperations of Canada and China. There is a lot of significant events. You know, the North America's first renminbi cleaning house was established in Toronto. And also Canada joined the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. And also the 2 countries, the prime minister, which visit each other. And now, the field has transformed from the traditional trade in goods and manufacturing now gradually to the education, tourism, the innovations, and also e-commerce. But during the, meanwhile, we also found that there are a lot of problems arises. You know, in the destination, every year, the local inspection authority, they will take the random check for the import and export products. Almost 28.2% of the products will be found in conformity with the Chinese standards. So these kind of products will be almost rejected or just destroyed at the port. So most of the reasons for this is the unqualified products, you know, 货证不符, unqualified labelings, and also the quality, and some concern about excess toxic and harmful substance is not a conformity with the Chinese standards. Now, I would like to introduce the frame structures of the Chinese law and the regulation concerning the products. At the top, we have the laws, like a food safety law, you know, so food is more concerned about every people. So for the import and export, we have the import and export commodity inspection laws, and also for the entering and extra plant and quarantine laws. So this, I think when we do business, we really found a lot of, you know, we are not very familiar about that. So this more associated with our import and export, because this is very basic laws. And on this, we have the regulations, the implementation of the laws. And then the standards, the Chinese standards, GB standards, national standards. Sorry, not very, you can see, yeah. Now, here I will mostly emphasize about the new e-commerce laws which will implement next year. It concerned about almost 600 million online shoppers. So it takes time to make this law, almost took 5 years, and for deliberation before it is voted. So it is very, how to say, I think now people are very, pay much attention to these laws, new laws for this. Normally, when we law implemented, I think it was projected by the ministry, different ministry. But this law, especially projected by the NPC, the Finance and Economic Committee. So it is very, how to say, strict for this. I'm not very clear about this. So this law, I think, more focus for 4 points. One is the, how to say, the safety, the consumer safety. And the Chinese government put the personal safety of consumers as a first priority. And the second, like, you know, online and offline business activities should be treated equally. That means now the e-commerce operators, they should pay tax and make registrations. Totally different from the before. The third is the responsibility. That means the platform should also have their own divided responsibility. That means more protect the consumers. And the third is encouragement. This means that our government will be more, how to say, to encourage this new form of the trade. So a lot of public service platform will be established and utilized. And we will also establish a lot of trust and honest system, make it more in a healthy way to do business in China. So it will really implement how to say, influence tremendously in the future, because, you know, the e-commerce operators, they will have a lot of guidelines for them to make the business in a healthy way. And the consumer rights will be more well protected, and also the division of the responsibility of platform and the operators. So we're really very optimistic of its future trend. Here, I take examples, you know. Sorry. Chinese, you know, when you do business with China, e-commerce, you know, you should pay much attention to its government positive list of cross-border e-commerce. Which products cannot do, which can do. So this, I think, you should first refer to this kind of list for that. And how to say, even though there still have some requirements for the labeling, you know, the dairy products, now Chinese market are much, how to say, in a very large demand of that. So infant formula, normally we have no labelings. We purchase products here, export to China by e-commerce, but now it requires a labeling of the Chinese labeling. So I think you should pay much attention for that. And also for the food additive, you know, we should, all the food additive, we should in conformity with Chinese standards for that. There is two models of e-commerce. One, I think, posting parcels directly. The second, post parcels from overseas storage or warehouse or Chinese bonded warehouse. These two models have their advantages, but we're aware of some disadvantages, is that it is really require a lot of logistic, the shipping charges are very expensive. And also have a lot of return or damaged products, how to deal with this. And the third, the trust of the customers. Maybe some products not exactly from the original place, maybe just from somewhere in China or something like that. So this need a lot of our solutions to solve these problems. And also the second models will be more expensive for the logistic warehouse, and also the same with the customer trust. So in order to smoothly doing business with China, I think especially some the new ones, they want to do with China, to do business, but they do not know how to deal with these problems and maybe can know more about the Chinese requirements of regulations and laws. So this I will strongly recommend our company, China Certification and Inspection Company, for our certified products and services. We are the largest inspection certification organization in China, accredited by the CNAS and the China customers before CCIC. So we have the network in China and also worldwide. We almost have 30 offices worldwide. In Canada, we are located here in Richmond. So, the traceability cloud platform, it was founded by the China National Development and Reform Commissions, and also independently platform developed by CCIC. It is customized because it can, the information of products, trade, logistics, and the product quality and other nodes in the supply chain will be collected and verified. So the consumers can know that, and also you exporters also can understand each transaction, each nodes of that. Up till now, nearly 30 countries and 82 categories of 1,000 products have selected CCIC quality tracking services, covering foods, medicines, agricultural products, cosmetic, consumer goods, industrial products. So we provide one solution for the traceability. Now you also know that there is a lot of lobsters, almost just now 140,000 lobsters, to go to China. But here, we do not know whether it is from USA and from China. And CFI are also very headache for this, because the reputation of Canadian lobsters are much higher, good quality and good taste. But now a lot of lobster from United States, they also is made in Canada. So these kind of problems, I think we can help and assist them to solve these products. Okay, so our business can also have this traceability, verification, testing, show and experience, ERP platform, and warehouse logistic storage. This is also in our recommendation platform. This is our local service, covering all the products and also services. Agricultural products like wheat, the canola oil, some industrial products, metals, petroleum, pre-shipment, and labeling. And also, we can provide the GMO, organic products in China, and GIP. HACCP, like education, because we deliver in the trust, so we can also endorsement for the certification of education, whether you are doing this business or that. So on behalf of CCIC, I warmly welcome here the guests to make, after this meeting, we can exchange our name cards, and also we can later talk about the business and your demands. Okay, because of time limit. Thank you very much for your attention. Thanks.